Hey Cole, this is Ash. This is why I'm going to explain to you here why I haven't sent you a video yet. So everything's all set up. The motor runs fine. Everything's good to go. But I was doing some checks over. And when I went into here, you can't really see it. There's like a thin coating. So this is my oil. But there's actually like a slight residue of gas. So if you look in here, can't really see it that well, but there's gas in the oil. It hasn't been run like that because I was checking it out to make sure. But what it is down over in here, right here, that gasket inside isn't actually running properly. Like it's leaking, the eccentric's leaking into the system. So it can run. I could put it together and start it up, show you that it runs. I could probably just run it right now as is with the rollers out, which I guess I could do for you anyways. It's not gonna hurt it. I'll give me a second here and I'll just set this. This is just so you can hear that it's gonna start, whatnot. Don't ask me what's going on now. Sorry about that. I know what's going on. I got to, this right here, this is for my distributor, so I'm not getting the fire right now. Still on. Back. So yeah, all I was missing was this cable right here. The coolant isn't actually leaking. As you can see, the alternator's up here. The alternator's up there. Because, oh, I'll show you. The alternator's up there. It's got an electric coolant pump, right? Everything's pretty dusty. It's fucking been pretty shitty here lately. But yeah, I'm gonna put on, I got a new March bracket for my 3G alternator, so that's gotta go on. But yeah, here's so when it starts. I don't know if I should really run it too much. Just with having the valve covers off, it's not that good of an idea. We want it to shut off before it starts going everywhere. But yeah, so then that'll go back through the galleries and it'll all be good to go. That's your oiler feed. That's your 3G alternator. That doesn't need to be cooked because it's brand new. The block, it's got a new starter. The guy that I had do the block and the heads ripped me off severely. As you can see, they need to be blasted. And the block itself is kind of rusted, but I don't know if this will show it. It does have all new freeze plugs and everything. Like, we had the block apart. We did all the machine work was professionally done. Line board, everything's good like that. The carb underneath there, as you can see, this right here, it's got surface rust on it, but it just needs to be polished. It's just because it's been sitting. I was pretty busy this winter. MSD 6AL SS Blaster, MSD distributor, fuel line Edelbrock there. I have an Edelbrock electric fuel pump too that'll come with it. Can you see the freeze plugs? Underneath it's got a Canton deep sump, deep rear main sump with Meldon oil pickup, all that kind of good stuff. I don't even know if you can see it or not. Down over here, well, you can see down there, but yeah, the motor itself doesn't leak anywhere. As I said, that little bit up front there, like in here, that's just from when I have that bracket off right now before doing the 3G. It's got the Mustang head mount power steering. I got a 5-groove crank pulley there. Electric CSR. Fuck. I know I should have cleaned it up before I showed you, but I don't want you to get something you don't. It's been kind of overdone. CSR electric pump. It's got a comp cams, lifters, crane cam, roller rockers, the high-rise aluminum valves. All this stuff is dusty. That's all it is. All it takes is a little bit of time, and it'll look all nice and clean again. It's the way the whole motor is basically. I think everything is basically polished. It's just been sitting all winter. It's 50 ounce balance. It could use a new damper and a pointer on there. That's one of the things I didn't do. But yeah, if you wanted, you could basically take this whole thing as it sits. I'll give you all the wiring and everything, like the solenoid with all the upgraded wires, the battery, everything, for $4,500. I'll pull it out, get it kind of cleaned up. When you get it, you're basically going to want to mask off the heads, or either pull down the motor, clean off the block, and redo it. Because as you can see, the paint he used, I don't think he was expecting that quite that much heat out of it, because it gets crazy hot. Because A, it's a oversized stroker, and B, he didn't paint the heads very good, or the headers, so they're gonna lose a lot of heat right there. So if you wrapped it, power steering pump works good. If you want, I got electric fan. Underneath there, you can't really see it, I'm sure, but it's a 1050 Edelbrock 1412, I believe is what it was, or 1414, 1412, something like that. What else is in this thing? Yeah, those right there, the breathers, you'll need new ones. What had happened was one of the cleaners that we were using in there got onto some of that finish on those, and yeah, it can be cleaned up, but once you clean those, you got to keep polishing them. It's not that fun. Yeah, so if you're putting it into a Mustang, your best bet would be to either probably do a front sump. Like on a Mustang, this would probably fit. Like, I don't know if you can see down underneath there, but it's actually got the oil pan hump there. The guy who put the motor in here for me, he's a real douche. I had the right pump, like the right pad and everything for it, and he convinced me to go to this. But really, it made no difference because the hump is still right over the cross member. because he's an idiot, because the cross member is actually for a 390, not for a 351. So we have it in there the way it should work. I'm thinking that that will actually fit into a Mustang, but it might not. It might not 100%. Don't quote me on it or anything. Yeah, it kind of sucks to see $10,000 sitting here getting dirty like this, but I'm trying to buy a house, and I got other trucks. Got that one, and then behind that I got my Hummer, and yeah, I got a house that's not in the best shape. So, but yeah, got my big babies on there, new panels, the inside's all been stripped out. It's got Dynamat, new carpets. So if you want the whole truck, you know, I could let you do that too. maybe 6,000 without the rims. But yeah, let me know. I'm sorry the video took so long, but yeah, I had some major issues going on in life. So right now I'll show you what I'm doing. Oh, it's a little cold here. I'm supposed to get 20 centimeters of snow. Getting too much air in without those valves on there, but oh, that's why. But yeah, just let me know, and yeah, keep forgetting about the alternator. But yeah, but as you can see, everything inside looks pretty good. Like it's all done. They're all aligned, they're all tight, they're all torqued properly. The bolts, I wish I would have went with a stainless or painted them or something. That's one of those little extra details that I kind of overlooked. But yeah, I guess let me know. And yeah, I'll pull her out and you can come pick her up. If you want to hear it all warmed up and stuff, you'll have to wait, because they're going to have to do that fuel pump. Or else if you want, you can come pick her up for $4,000. I'll give you the electric one and the block off plate. You block that off, hook your electric up. It comes with 2 fuel regulators. You got direct fuel all the time, no matter what. So let me know. Bye.